It's Thursday. It's tea time. Let's turn down our music, if I can. Smoothness of Dori. Welcome back to another colorful keto with Dori. And today we're doing Thursday Spill the Tea with Dori. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make us a bulletproof tea. So I'm going to let you guys sign on for a second. I'm going to take out my teas and we're going to pick what kind of tea we're going to have today. So let's see what we've got to pick from. We've got some summer fruits. We did the chai tea last time. I've got a black licorice tea. What else do we've got? We've got a regular orange pico, a green tea. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the black licorice tea today. Let's do a bulletproof tea with the black licorice tea. I love this one. I like this one for gummies too. You just brew up your tea and add your sweetener and your gelatin, and you can make yourself little tea gummies. They're fantastic. So, happy Thursday, guys. I'm curious to see how your week is going and what's up with you guys. And also, we have to talk about my hoodie. Well, I guess you can't really call it a hoodie because there's no hood. It just has this really cool collar, and Al always teases me that this is my Star Trek hoodie because there really isn't any other way to button it. Like, it buttons on one side here and then around, and the collar just sits up like really cool like that. I've tried doing the collar in other ways. Like, I've tried smushing it down. I've tried rolling. It looks weird. It's just ultra modern. I'm super hip like that. I'm prepared for like 2035. I'm just saying, like, I'm prepared. But it's cozy and it's cold outside, and I'm like, oh, when the collar comes like all the way up, I'm just like, oh, I must have it. And it keeps you double warm because it buttons here, so you don't get like that weird breeze that comes in your sweater. So I need to know if you guys love it. Like, I absolutely love this hoodie. Like, I should quit calling it a hoodie. There's no hood, Dori. Sweatshirt. And look, it kind of like buttons down so you can see a little of what you're wearing underneath. I'm the universe, by the way. I'm the universe. Just putting that out there. So we're going to start brewing our tea, and then we're going to have a chat today. If you guys are watching on Facebook, you already saw the topic, and I did post on Instagram what we're going to talk about today too. So we're going to talk about the keto police. We're going to talk about technical difficulties, and we're going to talk a little bit about Facebook jail. How do you stay out of Facebook jail? It's too late for me. It's too late for me. Save yourself, guys. It's too late for me. We're going to get back around to that. And you know, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I don't often talk about Facebook jail because every time I'm like, oh no, I'm in Facebook jail, everybody's like, oh, Dori, what'd you do? What'd you do, bad girl? And I never do anything bad. So we're going to talk about why Facebook jail is and how you could do like one thing and then the same thing the next day and all of a sudden you're in jail. It's complicated. Joette was telling me that she set up a Facebook for her 78-year-old father because he doesn't understand how to text or anything, but on Facebook he can message his family, and he ended up in Facebook jail because he doesn't. Hashtag I don't know how Facebook works. And I shouldn't laugh because that's terribly mean. And we were joking about that. Facebook is hashtag not senior friendly. Like, he just doesn't understand, and he doesn't know why he's in Facebook jail. And I don't blame him because it doesn't really make that much sense. So we got our brewed up tea. Now we get to decide what fat we want to add to make it a bulletproof tea. So it can be coconut oil, MCT oil, butter, ghee. I've even used olive oil, whatever fat you want. I think today we're going to use coconut oil. I just picked some up and I've been missing it. I've been out of the coconut oil. I've been butter all the way. So I'm going to add about a nice heaping tablespoon of coconut oil, and you can add either coconut cream or heavy cream in this. I'm going to do heavy cream today. But if you're dairy-free, you can use coconut cream in this instead, and then it's totally sans the dairy. And then we'll add our tea in. And we're going to try to do this smooth style and not spill it all over the place. What? Cross your fingers for me. Fingers, toes, whatever. Ow! That's hot. Ow! That's hot. Just saying. Ow. And then we blend it up. Now, you don't have to do this step in your bulletproof drinks, but this is what makes the fat nice and frothy on top so that it looks like a latte instead of just swimming butter and oil on the top. So if I'm not using my to-go cup, if I'm doing it to go, I just shake it continually throughout the day. But if I want to sit and drink it in a pretty cup, this is the key to that. And it will make it all beautiful and frothy and foamy. And I picked a clear cup so you guys can see. Let me take this out of here and then I won't spill for sure. And I say that, but I might. I might anyways. You can see we've got our nice froth on the top. And it just makes it really, 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 really pretty. I like black licorice. Do you guys like black licorice? If you don't love the black licorice, you might not like this one. But again, any tea base, any fat, any cream option you want. That can be coconut cream, it can be heavy whipping cream, whatever you want. You could even melt down some of your cookies and cream brick and whip that into a coffee or into a tea. Oh, we did a frappe the other day with the cookies and cream brick. So just, you know what, think outside the box a little. Try a few different things. And any fat works. So you can experiment with flavors of fats. Do you like ghee? Do you like butter? Do you like the flavor of coconut oil? It's all up for grabs. Bulletproof just means we're adding extra fat to it. Yay, extra fat. Okay, so let's get started. And I won't lie. This is a talk I've put off having with you guys for a really long time. This is actually a talk I've put off with having with you for exactly a calendar year. Take note. Maybe it's a conversation we should have had last year. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know. And the reason why I never talked to you guys about it is because I don't like a negative vibe. I don't like to talk about negative things. I really don't. I feel like what I bring to you guys is positivity, and that's for a reason. But today we're going to start out by talking about the time that I met the king of the keto police. Cheers. Now, I'm going to tell you guys first, we're not going to name any names. There isn't ever going to be any names. That's not my style. That is not how I roll. If you do know who I'm talking about, please do not comment in the comments, because I don't honestly want anybody to know. It's something that happened. Let me just adjust you guys here a little bit on Instagram. It happened. It's over. It is what it is. But I want to talk to you guys about it because it was really quite an experience for me. So I'm going to back you guys up a little bit, and I'm going to say this was early January last year. Now, I was really new at doing my videos, doing my keto page. All of that started in November. So November 11th, December, January. At the beginning of January is when all of this happened. So we'll start with how it happened. And Dori, how would you meet, a keto police in the first place? How did you even meet that? So I was doing a live with Dr. Ken Berry, and a lady reached out to me and she said, "Oh, Dori, I love your live with Dr. Ken. I have a friend who is really into keto, who has been for several years, and he's really serious about it, and I would really love for him to be able to do a live with Dr. Ken. Could you hook it up? And I was like, well, you know, I don't really have any pull with Dr. Ken, but he's really kind and very down to earth. Just send him a message and perhaps he would do a live with your friend. A couple weeks later, I got a message from her and she said, oh, that was so amazing, Dori. My friend got to do a live with Dr. Ken and he would love to do one with you. Is it okay if I add you in a chat together and we could chat about doing a live? And I thought, okay, whatever. I don't know who this person is. So we start the chat, and I won't lie to you guys. Immediately I realized we disagree on absolutely everything. Like, as soon as we started having a conversation, I was like, wow, you are like so the king of the keto police. And by that, I'll give you one example. We're January, the beginning of January, and he said to me, yeah, I don't allow no cheating in my group. I made it very clear to my people, they know what to do, they're prepared. If they have the nerve to eat something over Christmas that they're not supposed to eat, they're not welcome back in my group. And I've made it very clear to them. I've prepared them. They know exactly what to do, and if they're weak enough to cheat, they don't belong to be here. And I was like, wow. Okay, well, you know what? I don't even allow the word cheat in my group because I feel like it brings up guilt and bad feelings, and I think that guilt gives you reason and an excuse to do more things to be guilty about. So I don't allow it. You know, if you eat something you shouldn't, that's eating off plan. It's not cheating. You cheat on a loser ex-boyfriend. You don't cheat on a way of eating, right? So I knew right away we didn't agree on many things. We did not see eye to eye on a lot. But a thought occurred to me, and it was this. In every group, now not in my group because we don't have the keto police in my group, but in all of the open groups that I've been in, there are two battle fronts. And it's the keto police saying, you can't have, and it's the rest of us saying, you can't tell me you ain't the boss of me. I'm grown. I am grown. I am grown. If you think in my spare free time I'm going into a Facebook group to be told by you, you are so wrong. Wrong. And then a thought occurred to me, and I thought, well, you know what, Dori, if you could sit down with somebody with literally opposite beliefs, and if we could sit down and agree to disagree and publicly say, you know what, your way isn't my way, but it's no less valid. I'm ambitious, guys. Like, you don't know how ambitious I am for you. Like, and I thought to myself, genius, Dori, this is great idea. Like, absolute poetic genius. Because really, at the end of the day, that's what's going on in the groups. It's the free-spirited people fighting with everybody who says we can't have. So we chit-chat, we decide we're going to do a live. He would love to network. He thinks that's a great idea. We hop into each other's Facebook groups to check out the groups and stuff. Now, I will point out to you, I never, let me repeat, never posted anything in his group. I never posted. He invited me to be in his group. I checked it out, but I posted nothing. Not one recipe, not one nothing. I just kind of floated around and checked out the vibe of the group and posted nothing. We had messaged that morning and he was really excited. He wanted some pictures to post a promo and all of that. And then I was flipping through my notifications and I was tagged in something in his group. And it was a post by a lady saying, I need food solutions for my husband. Like, he doesn't really want a keto. I need fun stuff for him. And it tagged me personally by name. So I responded and I said, hey girl, give me your list. Like, give me the list of the things that he thinks he can't have, and we'll create something amazing. Check out my feed. You know, if you don't know kind of what I do, check out my feed. And that was it. That was all I said. Like, that was it. There was no recipe. There was no nothing. I posted nothing. He came back and responded, oh, Well, I think it was kind of a setup now, like now that I'm thinking about it. She commented, oh, can I really lose weight eating all those fun, fancy foods? I seem to really only be successful when I'm super strict. To which he swooped right in and said, see, that's why I tell you, you can't have. That's why I tell you, you have to, go strict right from the very beginning, and you can't have all of these fun foods. Okay. So I respond, I respectfully disagree. I think that you can eat good basic foods and still be creative, still have fun, which I thought was, respectful considering what I wanted to comment. Like, what I wanted to comment. And then it blew up. Like, my inbox, my personal messages went nuts. Like, is this how it's going to be? You're going to disagree with me in my group? And I was like, wow, is this how it's going to be? You're going to say stuff I don't agree with, and then I'm supposed to agree with it publicly because it's on your group? Like, that's how that's going to be? I'm the hashtag don't miss it, make it lady. Was I supposed to go in there and comment, oh, you're right. You're so right. This lady can't have any fun. She shouldn't have anything. No fun. And then it kind of got ugly. Like, it kind of got it got a little bit ugly. When you guys have heard me say before, someone, jumped right on my food color and basically called me a child killer. That was, said person. Didn't actually say child killer, just basically said, don't I know what that does to children? And clearly I just don't care because I'm making all these fun foods with all these food colors. Now at that time, which was a year ago, I pointed out then, and I said this, every recipe I make, I show an alternative to. So if I'm using a food coloring, I always mention you can use this natural food or you can use organic food coloring. I always provide options, but I'm not going to stop making food with color. In case you didn't notice, colorful keto with Dori. Like, colorful keto with Dori. So I understand some people don't like food colorings and flavorings and some people omit them, but it's also the base of what I do. This is our bulletproof tea. So when you catch up on the replay, you can see how we made it. It's just tea and heavy cream and coconut oil all whipped up. It's so yummy. This one is black licorice tea. It's like, oh. And you know what? Here's the thing, getting together on Thursdays makes me drink something other than coffee. I don't normally drink tea, but you know what? I cannot have a feature called Let's Spill the Tea and then drink my coffee. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, Dori. You gotta drink the tea. If you're gonna spill some tea, you gotta drink it. Or just spill it on yourself and pretend like you drank it. That's happened to me before too. So, at this point, I'm kind of under big fat fire, and I will, do you know what, actually, here's the thing, I was really, when I've looked back at those messages, I'll tell you guys a secret, I'm actually really, really proud of myself, and I'm proud of myself because I was so new into what I was doing, like, so new and so fresh, that it would have been really easy to let somebody much larger than me steamroll me. He had a big group. He had been doing this for a really long time. So it would have been really, really easy for me to just let somebody like that steamroll me. And you know what? I'm proud of myself. Like, I held my guns. Like, I literally held my guns and I said, you know what? Bigger men than you have tried to change me, and I am who I am. I am my colorful spirit and my fun nature, and if you don't like that, that is just fine. So in the end, this was my large offense. Like, this was very, very offensive, and this was my large offense. So at that point, I I got kicked out of said group, and then it was time to trash me all over the feed. Thank goodness not by name, because, you know, we were displaying, like, the slightest amount of, like, class. Like, little bit. And, but it basically went like this. Some people do it their own way. Some people, you know, aren't doctors, and some people are dangerous, and, you know, it was basically a thorough thrashing. Like, and, you know, I did what Dori always does, and I left the group. I never discussed it, and it was like, publicly it never happened. It was something that happened to me personally and privately, but I never talked to you guys about it. I never discussed it. I never mentioned any word of it anywhere on my page, on my feed, on my YouTube channel, anywhere. Search it. There's nothing. You will never find anything other than the vaguest, you know, someone once attacked me for my food color mentions ever on my page. So, the reason why we're talking about it now is because we're a calendar year later, and I recently I did a live with someone who I didn't know was a mutual acquaintance. I didn't know. I did not know. So what I do know now, is that a year later, apparently I'm some big horrible person who caused a lot of drama and started all kinds of stuff, and really I was very mean to this guy. I was very hurtful to him, and he's been waiting for my apology for the last year. Yeah. So not only waiting for my apology, but also saying all kinds of nasty things about me. Like, nasty things. Said person in the middle was told that I am the center of drama, that several people who used to work with me don't anymore because of my drama, that I have multiple nasty videos on my YouTube channel attacking other YouTubers. Okay, so I'm gonna say I have somewhere around 350 videos on my YouTube channel. Not one ever mentions anything that I ever had to say about anybody else on YouTube. Like, never. There is one video, if you guys go back and watch, and it's the story of Kat and I when she came to my group and how we were mean girled out of a group. But that's really the only mention I've ever made of any drama ever. And I won't lie, there has been. Like, I can't say there haven't been dramas. I didn't know grown-up people behaved like that. I didn't know grown-up people behaved like that. Like, there have been, but it's never been anything public that you guys ever knew, because it's just not my style. Like, it's not my style. So I'm gonna scroll your comments, we're gonna have a sip of tea, and then we're gonna start topic 2, because we're gonna talk about technical difficulties. Oh, technical difficulties. Fun time. Oh, hello, Miss Chantel. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, my goodness. Lori, it's so nice to see you. Kathy, Julia, so lovely to see you. My other Kathy. Brenda, all the ladies. Olga, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in forever. Miss Deborah, it's like the reunion of the Never Catches Me Live Club today. Ruth, Diane, oh my goodness. Robin, goodness, girl, I can't remember the last time you caught me live. Like, what, a month ago? It has been a while. Chantel, you did. We met almost 2 years ago, she's saying, and she's seen an amazing transformation in me. Girl, she was one of the first. Like, I think you found me within like literally 2 weeks of, you know, me being out online. I just got to move. I'm sitting on my feet and they're falling asleep. Oh, danger, Dory. The problem is none of my seats are tall enough. So we're just going to move you a little bit. Adjust. There we go. Then your face can be like right up in my face. Which makes me wish I had better lighting. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm like, okay, which way do you turn to look more attractive? Whatever, never mind. Diana says, oh, yay. Diana says, hi, caught you live. Michelle says, oh, bracing for the snow in West Virginia. Yes, it has been snowing. It started snowing last night, and it has literally been snowing like all night and all day, and I think it's going to do that like all day and all night again. It's not nice. It's not nice. Okay. It's snowing over an hour in WSS VWA. I don't know where that is. I'm in Canada. That's somewhere in the States. I know that much. I'm so smart. I am so smart. So smart. What's the best tea to drink? Is there more than one kind? Do you know what? You can pretty much have just about any tea that you want as long as it's a pure tea, as long as it doesn't have, you know, any extra additives to it, unless you're doing carnivore. And then sometimes they limit the tea because tea didn't fall off of an animal. But I haven't actually come across any teas I can't have. I haven't seen any ingredients in any teas that I was like, oh, wow. So as long as they're a steeping tea or a loose leaf tea and not like an iced tea packet, you should be okay. You should be all right with that. Deborah says, I've been drinking green tea and peppermint tea, but are there others that are okay? Oh, yeah, girl. So many. What I like to do, actually, is I just get a regular tea, and then I add my own flavorings to it as well. I don't know. I'm kind of old school. But I've got quite a collection of different teas. And the beauty of teas, if you weren't here in the beginning, is you can brew your tea, add your sweetener and your gelatin, and use them to make gummy treats. Yummy. Who doesn't want gummies and Jell-O and everything? I love you, Angie. Angie says, you gonna be waiting forever, dude. That ain't never gonna happen. Well, and I don't really know exactly what I'm supposed to apologize for. I disagreed with you. You were mean to me, and I never apologized for that. The nerve of me. Nancy never apologized either. We're just hateful, and we cause all kinds of drama. Oh, Carrie, it's only getting airtime because it's something that I think that, you know what, sometimes we do need to talk about these things. Just because, you know what, it happens all of the time. Like, not everything is bed of roses. And the same is with our weight loss journey. I don't benefit anybody by pretending like everything is awesome and aces and perfect all of the time. Especially for people who are trying to do what I do. If you are beginning and you are trying to start a group, or you're trying to start a public page, or you've just started your YouTube channel, I think it matters to let people know that not everything is going to be easy. Not everyone is going to support you. Not everyone is going to understand what you do, right? And not because... Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, Sherry said, I was told in another group that after keto for a year and over 70 pounds gone and off the meds, I was doing it all wrong because I don't do intermittent fasting and I don't eat when not hungry. Okay, so yeah, definitely those kinds of things. These are things we hear, right? Like, I had a lady reach out to me from a bariatric keto group just to tell me that she felt I ketoed all wrong. And I was like, well, you know what, I'm going to say it's working for me. I built that around my specific body and my specific plan, right? So it works for me. And there are a few people who will stand in line and tell you that that isn't right, or that isn't good, or that isn't the way it's supposed to be. But you know what? We all know our own truth, right? Let's be honest for 2 seconds. We all know our own truth. If someone says something about you that's false, you know if that's false or if that bears truth, right? And it's the same thing with our diet. you know if you're doing it right for you. You know if it's working for you. You see your progress. You see yourself feeling better. We're all grown-ups. None of us need somebody to tell us that we're not doing it the way they think that we should do it. So, Miss Louise, hello. No snow there yet with Louise, not yet. Louise is drinking peppermint. Yum. Cheers, girl. Cheers. Love you. White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. Ah, see? That is a mouthful. I totally see why you didn't want to type that. I'm like, I'm just going to type all the letters and hope Dori knows what I'm talking about. Deborah says, I can't believe this actually happened to you. And I'm friendly. I'm upbeat. Yes, I am. I just love your videos. What you do makes my day, and I feel more cheerful and happy after watching your videos and hanging out. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And you know what? It's been an evolution too. Like, the beginning of my videos was very uncomfortable and awkward. And, you know, I was all, hi, I'm Dori. You know, if you want to hang out with me, and I don't really know why you'd want to, but, you know, if you want to. It was definitely a different experience than we share now, I'll tell you what. Okay, this is interesting. I write a health blog, sell nothing, just share things I've tried that work for me. Yeah, I've written more than 200 articles. Would you like a link? You know what? Send me something. I will totally check them out. I am not opposed to helping people share their message ever. You guys know that is always my ultimate goal. And if you have something you want to discuss, send me a link, send me a message. Let's chat. I'll review it. I'll check it out. Maybe we'll even do a live and we can chat about it. I always love new information. And you guys know me. I always really try to help. If you have a message to share, this is my goal. So while we're talking about this actually, oh my goodness, leads perfectly into our next topic. So we're going to talk about technical difficulties. Now, I will tell you guys, I've also started a small subgroup off of My Colorful Keto Lifestyle specifically for this. Now, we're going to do kind of a separate little subgroup, and it's going to be specifically for if you have a small group, if you are developing your page, if you want to build an Instagram, you want to figure out how to YouTube, all of these things I learned on my own with the help of Google and YouTube over the last year and a half. So I've decided we're going to have a little subgroup where we can chat about that. We can talk about the things we've learned, like Linktree and all of the different helpful tools that we have, and we can help each other learn to navigate them a little bit better. So if you guys are interested in joining that, it's called the Science of Being Social subgroup of Colorful Keto Lifestyle. So I'm going to stand up. This is just too much. I can't sit. I'm too low. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just not a sitter. You guys know this about me. I don't know. I try to be all like casual and comfortable and sit down with you, but I'm just not a sitter. I'm more of a stander. There we go. Standing. Much better. I'm a leaner, right? I'm like, what was that? Oh. Hello. And also I'm used to having a guest, and when the guest comes on, I'm too tall, so that I end up trying to like scooch down, and I'm like bracing myself on the side of the counter and hoping that I don't fall down. The smoothness behind the scenes that you don't see. So we're going to talk a little bit about, you know, kind of some of the technological difficulties that come along with developing your page and creating something out there to share with people. Because those were hard too. Like I literally, every single thing I've built, I built because one of you requested it. Like the first videos I did on Facebook were because some ladies in a group I was in said, oh, Dori, can you make a video about nut flour? And I was like, well, I don't really know how to do that, but I suppose I could. And I figured it out and I learned how to do it. And then I wanted to start just a small, teeny little group for 6 to 12 ladies that I could help one-on-one. And I don't know, what is group at 2,700 now? It's crazy. Like, I never expected any of those things, and I didn't know how to build any of them. I didn't know how to build any of them. And I had to figure it out and research it and just do it and wing it and learn along the way. So I say let's help each other do that, because so many of you are ready. You have amazing stories, amazing journeys, and you're ready to share them with the world. But it's just the technology that holds us back. It's the technological parts that keep us in this teeny little box where we don't understand what to do. So do I know all the answers? No, you guys have seen I'm, super smooth on the social media. But what I can share with you is how I learned to figure it out, how I built it all by myself, because I don't have any social media manager who helps me out. I have my public page, I have my Instagram, I have my YouTube, I have my Twitter, I have Pinterest. Then I have main group and 4 subgroups. So I have me, a little social media, just like, 1 or 2 things. So if you guys want to learn to have, 1 or 2 of them things, then that's what we're going to do in the new group. Now it looks like my guy might be coming in the house for his goodbye. Are you coming in, getting ready to head to work? Yeah, come on in. Come on in, sneak a kiss. I only got a couple more minutes anyways, and I gotta go grab Jacob. But yeah, I will quick sneak a kiss. I won't get another one. There you go. Oh, have a good night. I'll see you in the middle of the night. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna talk a little bit about is Facebook jail. Now, I never really knew that Facebook jail was a thing when I first started all of my keto, because pre-keto I didn't have any social media. I had a Facebook, but I didn't really like, let's just leave it there. I never posted anything. I didn't look at anything. Once every 6 months I'd turn it on and look at my Facebook if it needed me to or not. And then I caught the keto bug. And when I caught the keto bug, I started posting things. Now, the first time I got flagged, the way that Facebook works is it tracks all of the activities that you do. So everything you create, all of the stuff that you do, it tracks it for 2 weeks. And then the computer decides, is this a normal amount of activity or is this excessive for your profile? So because I'd never used my page before, once every 6 months, and I never posted anything, in my first 2 weeks, I was really excited. So I posted 2 things each day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And then I went back and I did what you're supposed to do for engagement, and I commented on each of those posts. And in that 2 weeks, I made 17 new friends. In my first 2 weeks of keto, 17 new people wanted to be my friend. And I was very excited. And then I got a notification that said, we have noticed suspicious activity on your account. You have made 28 posts. You have commented on 28 posts, and you have 17 new friends. That's too much for you. I'm terribly sorry. That's too much for you. So for 10 days, Facebook blocked me from making any posts, commenting on any posts, and sending or accepting any new friend requests for 10 days. And that was my very first slap on the hand. Like, that was the very first one. Bad girl, you posted 2 things a day and you got more than 1 new friend a day. Because in 2 weeks I got 17, right? Like, bad girl, bad girl. So now here's the problem. It locks me out of doing all of those things for 10 days. So guess what? The 2-week period comes up for it to track me again. And all of a sudden, I'm doing too many things again. I do too many things. I just do too many things. So here's the thing. Every 2 weeks, without fail, and I literally have never talked to you guys about this guy's. Every 2 weeks out of a month for the last year and a half, Facebook jail for Dori. I'm in Facebook jail right now, just saying, like right now. Like you are officially talking to a jailbird right now. What am I blocked from right now? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Oh my goodness, because it's awesome. So when I do a live and you guys make a comment and I go in there and I heart it because I love you, I've done that too much. And right now I'm temporarily blocked from responding to reacting to any posts. So that's the main post, that's my post, that's your comments, that's all of it. Dori has no hearts. Dori is heartless right now. The other thing I'm blocked from, and I guess I have to warn you guys about this one because I think this one is permanent. Like usually it blocks me for stuff for a little while, and I won't lie, I just keep trying to do it until I can do it again, and I'm like, yay, I'm out of jail. So that's how I know, like if I'm out of jail or if I'm in jail, because it doesn't actually tell you that you're in jail or for how long you are. It just pops up and says, you're temporarily blocked from doing this action. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I will try to heart that again tomorrow and see what happens. So I will warn you guys that I believe I'm permanently blocked from when I do a live and then afterwards, remember how I used to post the pictures of the food after so you guys could look at it? So I did that too many times and I can't post pictures in the comments of my own stuff. I can post YouTube videos. I can post Instagram links. What I cannot post to you guys is pictures. So if you've noticed, Crystal has been posting the recipe cards for you guys because I'm not allowed to. And that one has been like, I'm not gonna lie, it's been like 3 months. I don't think we're getting that feature back. I don't think they're giving it back. Want to know the funniest thing I've been blocked from doing? Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I save a lot of things and I send a lot of things, like a lot of links and stuff like that. So I Facebook Messenger them to myself. Because then I can look it up on my phone or my iPad or my other phone and I can use it in all the devices that I need. So I just message it to myself. Every now and then, Facebook sends me a message that says that I am abusive with my messaging and it blocks me from messaging myself. I'm pretty sure I'm not harassing myself. Like, I'm pretty sure if I'm sending me a message, I want that message. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know. Call me silly, but I'm pretty sure if I'm sending myself a message, I probably want that. I've been blocked from sharing things from my public page to my personal page because I spam my personal page. I have a lot of friendly groups, and when I say friendly groups, I mean groups that say, oh my God, Dori, we love you, please share your content here. But Facebook limits the amount of groups you can share to, so I've been blocked from that too from time to time because although they're friendly groups to me and they've literally invited me to share in their group, Facebook is like, no, that's too many groups. You can't share to that many groups. Clearly you're spamming them because why would anybody be in that many groups? I don't know. I've had people apply for group who are in 59 groups before. Like, I don't know. I can't share to 10 groups, 10 groups between, I have 5 of my own. Okay. So if I have 5 of my own groups and they only allow me to share to 10, that would be why I don't post in your guys' groups regularly because I'm limited to how many I can. You grabbing a snack to go? I did pick up some yesterday of what you're looking for. I know that's what you're looking for. Yes. Oh, flip around. Now you guys are looking at the toaster. There we go. As I'm trying to scroll for questions. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. Jeannie posted the link. So if you want to go check them out. I probably won't get a chance to until later this evening. But if you guys want to go check out all of her articles, please feel free to do that. And if you want to see where that is on Instagram, go over to my Facebook public page. It's in the comments of this live. I would post it for you on Instagram, but it's not a clickable link anyways, which is just, again, technology, right? Angie says, thank you for making a subgroup to help us gather and learn. Oh, you're so welcome. It's going to be fun. I think there's only 8 people in it right now, including me. The videos in there are the one that I made about how to navigate Instagram, the basic part 1, and how to navigate Facebook part 1. So if you are in group, those will give you something to start with. So one's, I think, 25 minutes, one's 40 minutes, but it'll give you something, a good basis to at least start. We're going to do deeper videos into each. We're going to learn about things like repost and tagging and adding information and all of that. But it's a little bit at a time. It took me a year and a half to learn, so it's going to take us a little while to share it all out in group, but it's going to be there and it's going to be available. Just give me 1 second. There we go. We are going to run it in a bi-week format. So week 1, we'll have a week 1 post, all the questions, all the comments, everything goes there so that we don't end up losing questions in the feed and different content. So, love you, baby. If you are in group, that's how that works. You can go in, leave your comment, tell me what your first questions are, what you need to work on first. Do you have social media? Do you need to build it from scratch? Are you just looking to grow it? We can talk about that. So let me know what you guys are looking for and what we need in group, because there isn't a bulk of content there yet. We're going to build it as we need it. We're going to talk about the issues we're having, and we're going to a little bit at a time, because at the end of the day, my ultimate goal is to help as many people help people as I can. Right? If you guys have a desire, this is who you are and this is what you do, and you're looking for somewhere and some way to share that, that's what I want to help you with. And the thought came to me because in this last year, I've done that so many times. You know what? Someone will message me and say, Dori, I'd really love to start my own group, but I don't really know how. So we'll chat and go through the process of, I'll send them a couple videos, talk to them about how I started my group. It's been so long since I've done it. I watched a video about it the other day to start the new subgroup because I haven't made any subgroups since the summer. And I was like, oh dang, how did I? Now I remember it was easy, but I don't remember how I did it. So I watched a quick video and remembered how to do it and then put together the new subgroup. So that's really what we're going to do there. We're going to, the same as in regular group, laugh, learn, joke together. You know, there's no judging. We are all at different points in this journey. And to be honest with you, we all have something to share. We've all learned something, some trick, some tip about one of our social medias that we can share with each other. Like, I know that we have. Like, even if you think you're not technically sound, cheers to that. I'm not technically sound. But together we can figure it out. And I look at it this way. When the tide rises, all ships rise. It serves none of us to be in this, I know what I need to know, I don't need to help you bubble. Because, you know what, I might be able to reach 50 people and change their lives. But those 50 people might be able to reach 50 people, who might be able to reach 50 people, who might be able to reach 50 people. And this is how we change the way it is. This is how we do it. So I encourage you guys to pay it forward, to help each other. When you see an opportunity to help somebody grow and share, I implore you to take it. Like, every time I implore you to invest that time, because I won't lie to you guys, that's really all I've been doing for the last year and a half. And some of you are relatively new to me. Some of you have been with me since the beginning. But I think maybe overall, I don't think anybody really knows how much time a day I spend into keto. So I'm a full-time care aide. I have a special needs adult who lives with me. My day begins at 7 a.m. I get up, I have my coffee, I check all of my messages, I check my group, I check everything on Facebook. At 8 o'clock, I start getting him ready to go to his day program. I get him dressed, I brush his teeth, I wash his face, I put on his shoes. Like, he doesn't do any of those things. Make his lunch, get him ready, he goes to the office. I get home about 9:30, so 9:30 until 3, which is in a couple minutes when I leave to go get him. That's my free time that I have to myself. And then I will say I spend from that time until I go to bed doing keto, which ranges somewhere between 11 p.m. and the other day I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning editing because I thought it was not 2 o'clock in the morning. But I do that 7 days a week for the last year and a half, and I have never taken a day off. Like, I've never taken a day off. That's what I do. I invest 12 to 16 to sometimes 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that I can help people. I don't make money. I don't make money off my keto. I have recently started to make just a teeny little bit of money off of some of the affiliates that I have, which really, honestly, I appreciate that because it gives us a discount. You guys get a little bit of money off at the checkout. I make a teeny little bit of money, and it's teeny. Like, it's a couple pennies, but it's worth it. Like, it's worth it because they're things that I love that honestly I would shout from the rooftop even if I didn't make 2 cents. So at the end of the day, if I'm promoting things that I really, really, truly love, and you guys get a discount and I get to make a teeny little bit of money, then at the end of the day that works, and then I don't have to get a part-time job and not keto all the time, right? It would be very sad. I would hate to have to give up just hanging out with you guys and making food all the time. I would really miss that. Okay, so let's see. Will it go against if we heart and like other people's comments? No. Well, yes and no, because it literally tracks everything you do. So if you've been in Facebook jail, it's because you just did too many things too fast. And what I've learned is it doesn't ever adjust your algorithm. When I got my notification last week that I was in, well, it wasn't even a notification. I was hosting a watch party, and Facebook timed out my session. I got a message that says, "We've seen suspicious activity on your account. Please go through and see that all of these things are yours." And what it dinged me for, again, was 28 posts, 28 comments, 19 new friends. It also made me review everything that I had liked or commented on in the last 2 weeks to return back on my Facebook. And I will tell you, the last 3 Facebook watch parties I've hosted, it's done that to me in the last 3. Like, actually the second last 3, because we watched a whole movie last night and nothing bad happened. But I did keto watch parties, and sure enough, halfway through the watch party, Facebook came in and said, "Oh, you're being suspicious." And I was like, "But I host watch parties all the time. I don't know how that's suspicious. I just don't know." Like, I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is you want to slowly build your engagement. So if you don't normally comment or share a lot of things, don't go nuts right off the hop and be like, "Oh my God, I'm keto. I'm sharing everything everywhere." Because that's how you'll end up in Facebook jail, and then you won't be able to share things. And it literally, it's too late for me. Save yourselves. I have a feeling that I've been dinged one time. I'm just gonna like ding 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 ding, like I'm a winning the slots, baby, like a winning the slots. So I just do the best I can, and I guess that's why, even though I never really ask you guys to share, I need to do better at that. Because I know you guys think, "Oh, Dori does videos and she posts them everywhere," but I can't really. Like, I can make them, but I can't really share them very many places. Like, I have a very limited amount of places that I can share content to without getting the Facebook jail. So I do the best I can. I do try to make sure, at the very least, my content is on my public page, my personal page, and my own groups. From beyond that, I try to rotate the couple of groups that I'm able to share in a week, so that, you know, I'm at least reaching out, I'm being active in their group, they know that I'm there and hanging out, and I only ever post in groups that are more than welcome to tag me and ask me any question. Like, I am so not like a drop and leave kind of girl. Like, if you see my content in a group that you're in, you're always welcome to comment on it, ask questions, tag me, and I will come and respond to you. So that's my bit on Facebook jail, I guess. One day we might, I don't know, one day we might actually have to sit down and review the actual rules and see what it says. I started the new subgroup, and I tried to post 3 things to the new subgroup, and I got a message that says, again, I was suspected of suspicious activity, and these posts do not conform to our community standards. But it gave me a spot where I could dispute. So I clicked dispute. And then it came back and said, oh, why, thank you. We have reviewed this, and it does, in fact, meet our community standards. It is now visible on Facebook. And I was like, yes. You ain't the boss of me, Facebook. Kind of is. Kind of is. So, I better sign out. I'm running late. It's time to go. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. And always remember, at the end of the day, know your strength. And don't let anybody bowl you over. You know who you are. Believe in who you are. Believe in where you're going and what you're doing. And nobody can hold you back, baby. Love you guys. See you later.